welcome to another Chelsea chat. And yesterday we finally got our win, and it was Chelsea 1, Leeds United 0. And I'm a little bit perplexed, as your big Sunday morning word, by some of the negativity about the performance. I wasn't there; I only watched it on television. So perhaps you guys and gals who were there can tell me your opinion, because I thought it was a decent performance. I thought first 30 minutes we were outstanding. A lot of the attacking play was very good. We looked like a team. We looked like people that actually wanted to win the ball. Also tell me about Kai Havertz, the one player that I thought stood out yesterday on television as not being at the races was Kai Havertz. And perhaps I'm being unfair to him, because on television you can't watch the running off the ball. You can't watch all the stuff that Mason Mount does that no one sees, that he then gets slated as being absolutely rubbish for. Off form this season, but when he's on form he gets through so much work cutting down space, covering for people. Maybe Havertz does this and I just don't see it on television. So let me know, please. Kai Havertz. And then after that, we went into our usual bit of a lull. We then scored a goal. Great goal. Wesley Fofana rose like a salmon. And after we'd missed some chances, obviously Felix had missed his usual chance. Although, to be fair, the technique in taking the chance when he did was pretty decent. And Kai Havertz, one-on-one with a keeper, you've got to score. Or he could have passed it, actually. I think it was Sterling that was free. He could have passed it, virtually open net then, but who knows. I wouldn't have passed it. I'd have probably had a go at scoring. And that was about it, really. They didn't really threaten an awful lot. We were tight at the back. I thought Fofana, Koulibaly and Badiashile were excellent. They all made one mistake each. Fofana miscontrolled the ball that let them in. Koulibaly, he was trying to. I think he thought the ball was going to bounce faster than it would back to Kepa, but fair play to him. He made amends for his mistake. And Badiashile, sloppy pass that let them in. One mistake each over 90 minutes could have proved costly, I know. But apart from that, they looked really good. Koulibaly looked like the Napoli Koulibaly for the most part of that game. Determined, getting to the ball first, organising his defence, just what we needed with Thiago Silva out of the side. Sterling looked sharp. Chile looked back to his best, and it was good all round. Even Kepa dived outwards for a ball, and that made my day, because I've been calling for Slanina to go in. I know he's young. I know he's inexperienced, but let's face it, we're not going to win the league. So I just thought maybe give him a run if the plan is to sell Kepa as well as Mendy at the end of the season. But what do I know? So yeah, yesterday we started with a back five. You could either call it a 5-2-3, a 5-2-2-1, or a 3-4-3. I think at different points of that game, offensively and defensively, we changed slightly. Sometimes even going to a back four. That was the main setup, and it's what we've been calling for when Reece James and Chilwell is there. And Chilwell's performance yesterday, I gave him man of the match. I'll be honest. Yes, he should have scored. He should have scored when he was through, but it came to him. I don't even think he was. I know you should be expecting it as a professional footballer, but I think it caught him unawares. I think he had much more time than he thought he had. So that's probably a little bit of lack of communication from players that haven't played together an awful lot. It's going to happen as they get to know each other. Got to keep talking. someone once said to me, your mouth's the most important thing on that football pitch, along with your ears, and it's pretty well true. Your mouth is someone else's eyes when they've got players running from behind them. So yes, yesterday we had Kepa in goal. We had Ruben Loftus-Cheek at right back because James was ruled out. We had, that's a worry by the way, tight hamstring again. This could end up like N'Golo Kante has, an operation to correct it, and months and months and months out. Only good thing is we've signed a right back for next season. So we had Ruben Loftus-Cheek at right wing back. Inside him we had Wesley Fofana. Then we had Koulibaly. Then we had Badiashile and Chilwell at left wing back. Just in front of them we had Kovacic and Enzo Fernandez. Kovacic was a lot better yesterday than he has been, by the way. And Fernandez got through so much work. In front of them, we had Raheem Sterling and João Felix, and allegedly up front we had Kai Havertz. So that's how we started off. As I say, the first 30 minutes, I thought this is really good stuff. Some of the movement off the ball that we haven't been seeing, some of the covering, going into tackles, thinking, well, wanting to win it, winning that second ball. We out Leeds, to be honest, and it was all good. We went into that little bit of lull, and then we scored a goal. And I think it's been so long since we scored a goal, so long since we won a game. I personally think Potter panicked and thought, right, we've just got to do a Jose Mourinho, we've got to shore it up. And so he brings off Sterling and Felix. And with quite a long while to go, what was it, 20 odd, 30 minutes to go? 20 odd minutes to go. He brings them off and brings on Gallagher and Zakaria. And I just thought to myself, with 20 odd minutes to go, Leeds at home, it just shows you how we've fallen from a mentality standpoint. I've thought about it overnight, and if I was Potter, would I have done the same thing? Yeah, probably. If I was worried about my job and I had all the fans on me back, well, not all, but you know what I mean, I'd have probably done the same thing, I guess. But of course, that makes for an edgy last sort of 10 minutes and an injury time, because your attacking force really has gone. Again, no sign of Aubameyang. What David Datro Fofana has done not to get on that bench, I just don't know. Because as I'll stick to it, that first 45 minutes is the best bit of hold up play, and the best bit, although raw, very raw, I accept that, the best bit of forward play, centre forward play I've seen really for the last 2 seasons. Lukaku had a couple of games like that. Lukaku's never been able to hold a ball up. Brozier's shown signs of it. But yeah, I don't know what he's done not to get on the bench. One of the mysteries of Graham Potter's football brain. That's all I can put it down to. So the players' scores. Kepa's going to get a 6. Didn't have a lot to do, but what he did well, and actually managed to dive outwards for a ball. Well done, Kepa. He must watch these videos. Right back, I'm going to give Ruben Loftus-Cheek a 6. He faded badly, I think, in the second half, but not being there, it's hard to tell. Wesley Fofana gets a 7. Thought he was good yesterday. Covered lots of space, obviously scored a goal, gets a 7. Koulibaly gets a 7, and so does Badiashile. They'd have got higher if it hadn't been for those odd mistakes. Chile is my Chelsea man of the match with an 8. In the middle, Enzo Fernandez gets a 7.5, and so does Kovacic. Sterling was a lot brighter yesterday. He gets a 7. João Felix was back to his old self yesterday. He gets a 7. Been so much higher if he put that goal away, I'll tell you. And Kai Havertz, perhaps I'm being unfair, but from what I saw on television, he gets a 3.5. When Gallagher come on, I thought his effort was absolutely outstanding. I know he gets a lot of stick, but sometimes you need that lion-hearted attitude to get the rest of your teammates fired up. And I think he did that. Young lad did that. I fear that we're going to sell that young lad, and the same with Mount, and they go somewhere and they're absolutely outstanding, because I think they've both got the ability. Whether Gallagher's got the ability to be top Chelsea, I don't know, but I think it's a big gamble to let him go. That's just personally. Let me know what you think. Potter gets a 6. We got a win. He changed the formation, as I say, to a back 5 or a centre back partnership of 3, whichever way you want to label that system. And they were certainly motivated. They were certainly playing for him, even if he gets the sack after Tuesday. If the players put the same effort in on Tuesday as they did against Leeds, regardless of the result, I won't have too many complaints. It's all I want to see. Players giving it 100%, and if they do that, if they go out there focused, wanting to win that game, players of that quality will win a lot more games than they lose, trust me. It doesn't matter who the manager is. Okay, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I'm just happy with the 3 points. That's what yesterday was about, and we got them. So well done, Potter. I hope he opened a bottle of wine with his missus last night. Turn the computer off. Let's put the death threats away for an evening. Let's not read what the cabbages are written, and let's have a nice bottle of wine and an Indian, like Glenn is probably doing, and he would have been right. Okay, folks, let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please throw the video a like. Apparently it helps me. I don't do this YouTube for money. I do it to talk to other Chelsea fans. But apparently it helps me. So if you could do that, that would be great. And that's it, really. I shall speak to you after Dortmund. Thanks for watching. Give us your feedback. Up to Chelsea.